Look, so this video is for everybody who lives in my city or what you or you yeah my city. So if you're living in Jacksonville, Florida, and you're in Duval County, then this video is you. And if you're a person on the outside, then it doesn't matter. You can still listen. Now look, I'm gonna tell everybody in the city why is this fucking place so fucked up. Now look, people say Jacksonville has the largest churches and shit like that. They say Jacksonville is the heavily religious city and shit like that. And you can look this shit up. So cause you see and matter of fact, you don't even have to look this shit up. Jacksonville, every time you're fucking riding around town and shit, you always see a church over here, a church over here. Especially in the black neighborhood, you always see churches over here, churches over there, church, right? So look, when you're making all of these churches, y'all making these churches for the wrong reasons and shit like that. Y'all making it trying to get the most money and shit like that. Y'all making churches for not even a reason of even trying to be the most holy or anything or nothing good. Y'all making these churches for just selfish reasons and shit like that. And that's just really weird as fuck, and that's backwards. That's why I'm finna get on this shit now. And a lot of people who come to this city always be like, why, or if you live in this city, always be like, man, why is this shit backwards? This ain't how it's supposed to be. Why everybody on a different way of thinking? Now look, I'm gonna tell you why Jacksonville is the way it is and why this shit is kind of bad on the low and shit like that. I say on the low because in my room reality, I don't see anything. Jacksonville, in my room reality, is just Jacksonville. I just see the people are just fucked up. But the place itself, I don't experience anything bad because I don't mess with no people in my rim reality that are fucked up. Now look, so alright, so when you look at Duval, you look at Duval. Now look though, besides the D, what are the rest of these letters in the L? These letters are vowels. Now, how many letters are in it in Duval? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 letters in the word Duval. Now, look at the word devil. Now, when I say devil, don't get into any terms of, oh my gosh, the devil, because then you're just having fear. You need to get away from that old ass program and focus on this shit. Now, when I say devil, look at it as repeating things backwards, always being bored, always doing the same thing. Why you think a lot of people in Jacksonville are bored? Because they do the same thing. And hell is basically doing the same thing. Heaven is more like doing different things, making different ways and different moves and maneuvers and tricks and shit like that. And devil is more like sitting there, stagnation, caught bondage, can't move anywhere, can't go anywhere, shit like that, and going backwards and shit like that. And heaven is more going forward. Now look, you see five letters in Duval. Now what's in devil? Devil. Devil. Now there are 5 letters in devil too in Duval. So now you see where everything is going at now? Now look at the D. Now look at the E in devil. Now look at the U. Now what are E and U? They're 2 different letters, but guess what? They're cousins because they're vowels. So you can call these cousins. So they're still correlating to the same thing. Just because the letters switch up doesn't mean it's anything different because they're still in the same family of vowels and shit like that. So they still have the same energy even though it's a different letter. Now, I'm not finna explain that again. You can run it back if you want to, but that's just how it is. Now look, so you got the U, you got the E, the V, and the V is in the fucking middle. So that should let you know, okay, it's 5 and the V is in the middle. So the V is very important. Now, what does the V stand for? Now, you can't look backwards because we don't read the English letters backwards. So you got to look forward. Now, veil. Now, a veil, people say a veil of illusions, a veil of not being able to see clear. That's why a lot of people in our city have no guidance or anything. The veil sinking, feet sinking. Why you think when some people trying to get out the hood, they be like, I'm sinking, especially in fucking and Duval, fucking Florida, everybody goddamn sinking. And everybody got a crab in a bucket mentality and shit like that. Want somebody to sink down with them, want somebody to change like them, want somebody to beat them and shit like that. But that's still kind of like devilish behaviors depending on what side of the spectrum you're on. Now, wanting somebody to be like you is not so bad, but you shouldn't try to force change somebody. If you're gonna do it, make sure you do it for the better them, not just because you don't like them because they're not a certain way. That's foolish right there. Now look, veil, you can look at it as the veil of trying to sink, or you can look at it as the veil of illusions and shit like that. That's why like motherfuckers like me and other motherfuckers, we can see through the veil of illusions. We can see through all illusions and shit like that. Now we may come across the other people who can't see through the illusions as weird or something like that, but it don't even matter because I don't really give a fuck about being called weird because that just lets me know I'm being myself. So I don't really mind it. It's just, but anyway, so you got the V in the middle, you got the I, and you got the A. So you got the I in devil, and you got the A in Duval. So what does that let you know? These are vowels. All these vowels, look, they're different letters, but they on the same frequency of vowels. So and then the energy behind it is more negative and shit like that, and you can see the energy playing out in the external reality. So that's why Jacksonville, Florida, and Duval is some fucked up places because there's no guidance. There's always people with malicious, devilish behaviors and shit like that, and it's just a backwards ass fucking it's illusions and they're just backwards. So when you come across it as a person who's normal, then you might even start questioning yourself like, wait, what am I doing wrong? But it's just you're not doing anything wrong. It's just that's how it is in my city. You're gonna be doing right and you're gonna think you're doing wrong. You can be shining like a motherfucker, but you won't even know it. Cause you around a whole lot of other motherfuckers who backwards and they don't see this shit. Now when you start going out of town and you start going to like Clay County or some shit, people gonna be like, oh my god, type shit. But when you come to this city, it's all backwards as fuck, and then they all hating on you and shit, like some pussies. Like this place is so backwards to the point where it's like, I don't know, but I just learned how to adapt to it because I mean like that it is what it is. This is where I'm at the moment. So I gotta find my better way on how to adapt. That's how you gotta be in this shit. But that's for all the motherfuckers who out here living in Jacksonville and shit like that. This place is fucking backwards. The energy of the city is low as fuck, and when I get my bands up, I'm getting the fuck about this city.